Wednesday of the month, so that means I'm taking a question from you all. And this month's question comes from Facebook, and Liam asks, what are ways my teenager can make money? Well, Liam, that's a great question because teenagers need to learn to make money. Now, there's two different ways you can go about this. Number one, you can make them just get a job, you know, in retail, a restaurant, where they go work for someone. One Christmas season, I did this as a teenager and went and worked at the mall for a season. And why I picked the Christmas season to work, I have no idea, because it was nuts. But this was great because working for someone does numerous things. You learn to work for a leader who you may or may not like. You know, you learn about taxes. You learn lots of things when you go and you work for someone. And I think that's important. I think teenagers need to know that to have that type of experience. Now, the second way they can make money is a way that I naturally lean towards just because of my personality and how I'm wired, is that they go and they work for themselves. They start a business, they babysit, they do something where they're just working for themselves. I started babysitting pretty young because I just love to make money. I mean, I would sell my Halloween candy out on the street. So maybe in a couple of days after your kids have some candy, maybe they'll be entrepreneurs and decide to sell all their candy. That's what I did. So I always found ways to make money in that way, and I enjoyed that. Mom and Dad kind of took this to an extreme, not in a bad way, but Dad is such an entrepreneur and he loves business, and so he made my sister and I actually open up our own business when we were teenagers. I'll never forget, my sister was 16, I was 14, and in Dad's office building there were a few break rooms, so we went and sold snacks on the counters and put Cokes and sodas and bottles of water in the refrigerator and competed with the vending machines. And so, per Dad's request, we had our little business running, and it was called Your Integrity Snacks, because you had to have integrity to pay for the snacks because they were just sitting on the counters. You couldn't steal them. So we learned profit and loss statements. I mean, we did all of this, and it was so crazy. And, you know, we did it for probably about 2 years, but we made some good money, and the experience was awesome. So having them make money is great because they're learning work ethic. They're learning to be responsible. So whether they go and they work for someone, you know, in retail, or they're at a restaurant, I mean, anything like that, that's great. Or if they want to go run their own thing and make their own money and be their own boss, that's awesome too. So either way, Liam, hopefully those gives you some idea of how you can put your teenager to work.